Taurus 3. Steps up to a lawn blooming with clover. It's an interesting mixture of images, this. The lawn indicates cultivation. Steps up to a lawn. This is somebody's stately home, and they've made it just so. They've really put some time and money and effort, and probably employed a gardener and made this posh lawn. And you might find some pheasants or a peacock on it. That's the image that I have. And yet the clover is wild and considered to be a weed by gardeners. They don't like clover for some reason. I find it beautiful. And so here we have an image of where the wildness in nature and the pristine cultivated garden of the wealthy, or at least the middle class, are in juxtaposition. We find such gardens more beautiful than manicured ones. I do. If I go to a garden which is perfect in every respect, I don't feel safe. I don't feel comfortable. It doesn't look natural to me. Equally, if we go into the wild, it's nature. It's okay, but it's not an artwork. Whereas a garden which is somehow a combination of the wild and the tamed is exciting, it's beautiful, it's unique, it's eccentric, it's much more engaging. Now this is the metaphor here. The idea is that the garden is more beautiful if you mix the wild and the tamed, and the personality is too. The excuse me. You see people who are really manicured in their personality, suit and tie, perhaps if it's a man. They've dressed in a way that is perfect. Their coiffure is not a hair out of place. They've really made sure there's no evidence at all of wildness within them. I find it uncomfortable to be with those people, as uncomfortable as the garden I referred to earlier. But if somebody's absolutely wild and untamed, I don't feel safe with that person. It's interesting to look at them, but I don't want to invest my time with them. The kind of people that really I find the most exciting, the most worthy of investing my life into, are the ones that can balance the wild and the tamed. They're civilized when they need to be. They can be courteous and polite and well-disciplined and so on when that's appropriate, but they can let their hair down. They can have a good time at parties, and they do wild things on holiday, and remember the animal instincts within themselves. So Taurus 3 is rather encouraging us to get control of our wild animal, so that we can use it, we can express it. If you're not in control of your wild side, then you have to repress it, really. Society won't let you do anything else. However, if you tame it, if you control it, if you allow it its time, its place, then you can use it, you can enjoy it. And we all find, I think, that life becomes so much more rich and beautiful and lifelike, vital, if we have both of these things within us. I think it's also worth adding that there are steps up to the lawn with the clover. Those steps, of course, they suggest spiritual development in the context of this work. We're suggesting here, therefore, that it's a movement forward in your spiritual evolution to develop a better balance of these two aspects of your being. And inevitably that suggests a balance in all other ways too. The feminine and the masculine, the humble and the self-proclaiming, the spiritual and the material. All of the things which have counterpoints are not meant to be enjoyed one-sidedly. The steps up to this balanced position between the cultivated and the wild represent our journey towards that condition in life when we've actually mastered both sides of our being.